Yeah, I really hope that this works. The goal of this video today is to build a hydrophone, so a microphone that I can put inside of the water and record these sounds this way. Now, the main part inside of a hydrophone is a piezoelectric sensor. So this is how it looks like. It's quite small and it's also quite cheap, so it's only a few bucks. And I need a few more things to actually build this hydrophone. So I will go to the store right now and bring you along with it. And hopefully at the end of this video, I will be able to record the sounds of this water with a hydrophone. So see you at the store. Alright, back from the store. Got some new things. This is the first thing that you need. It's kind of like a lid that looks like that. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to drill a hole into that, which is a little bit smaller than the piezoelectric sensor. And also I want to cut it a little bit so it's not that high. It would be nice if it's only half the size of that. So maybe like cut it until here. So let's find a saw and a drilling machine. So now I've cut two holes into this lid. One is for the sensor, which is at the bottom, and one is on the side, which is for the cable. So the cable will then go through that here, and on the bottom I will fixate the piezoelectric sensor like this on the outside. Now this is actually a lid from a chair, so normally you would put these underneath a chair. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to find a way how I can actually fixate this thing right here. So I think I'm just gonna remove these two wires now that are attached to the piezoelectric sensor, and I will then just solder these two cables, which is basically just a jack mono cable. I'm just gonna solder it straight onto that sensor. So while the solder is heating up, I will put some aluminum foil inside of this cup because this will protect it from interferences from the outside. The best thing is if you would use some copper foil, because copper foil is much more protective, but aluminum foil should work as well. I couldn't find any copper foil at the store, so I decided that I'm gonna use some aluminum foil for that. I think that should work as well. Alright, so now I've put the alu foil inside of the cup and fixated it a little bit with tape. And as you can see, there's this hole at the bottom and there's this hole on the side. And I will have to now cut also a little hole inside of the foil so I can also stick the cable through it. So now let's just make a little hole here. So this is the solder that we need to now solder the cable onto the piezo. As you can see, I had to buy this, so I only had the machine but no solder. And I didn't solder for a long time, so I hope this is going to be fine. Here we go. Alright, so now I soldered both the cables onto the sensor. And I think what's the most important here is that they don't touch each other, because otherwise it will not work. They really have to be separate from each other. I think that's the most important thing, and of course that they are fixed and not ripping out. But it seems to be fine, so I'm now gonna just put back the cable into position. The sensor is now connected to the cable inside, and the sensor is actually on the outside. And this is how it looks like until now. Now, before I do anything else, I actually want to test if this is even working, because if it's not working right now, it will not work if I put all the other stuff inside. So I'm gonna connect it now to a interface and see if there's actually some sound coming through. So let's do that. So I'm gonna use the Zoom H5 to plug in the microphone, and I really hope that this is working. I really hope. Otherwise, I don't know what it is, but probably the sensor is broken or something, but I have to check it out now. So let's plug it in and we will see how that goes. Yes, we have signal, it works. So I'm tapping now on the sensor and you can already hear it. Very good. And there's no hum. So yeah. Awesome. I didn't think that it will work from the first moment, but that's really nice. So the next step that I'm going to do is I have to fill this with silicone. So I've bought this tube with silicone and also some metal rings. And these are only here to basically just make it a bit heavier. If I want to put it inside of the water, it should sink, right? And if it doesn't sink down to the ground, it's not a really good microphone. So it's basically just like normal metal rings that are quite heavy and they also fit inside of the lid. So first of all, I will put silicone inside. So this will just seal everything. If I do that now, I cannot go back because yeah, it dries and then everything is messed up inside. And yeah, this is really the step where it gets done. So now I've spread the first layer of silicone inside, just that the cable is fixed and everything. And now I will put the metal rings on top of that. So it's already heavy, but maybe it can get a little bit heavier. So I'm actually gonna put 2 inside. Maybe even 3. All right, so now it's quite heavy and let's fill it up with silicone. So now the lid is full with silicone until the top, and now I'm just gonna cut out a little piece of the aluminum foil to put on top of it, and then we can wait to let it dry. But let's just do that before it dries. So also again, this will just protect it a little bit from any outside distractions and electromagnetic interferences basically. So this is how it looks now. And now I just have to wait for it to dry. So the silicone inside should be dry a little bit. And the last step will be to actually dip it into this waterproof coating basically, which just seals everything. So I'm just gonna have to wait now until this is dry. And after that we can continue with this. So I think this is dry now, and the last step is now to drop it inside of this coating right here, which make it waterproof. Now, I'm actually not quite sure if this is the right thing that I bought, because the guys at the store, they couldn't really help me when I asked them what should I buy for a hydrophone. But yeah, we'll see about that. So let's actually open it up and let's see what's inside. So it looks like as if it is sealed twice. Maybe I should read what it says on it. Nope. Maybe that works. What the heck? Oh, I think this is only the edge. I think I have to just cut it open. Alright, so it's this gray liquid. Maybe I need some towels, because otherwise everything will get messed up right here. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna have to go for it. Alright. I imagined this to be a little bit different, but maybe it still drops off a little bit because now it's really thick and there's too much stuff on it. So I think I'm just gonna have to leave it like that and let it dry, and maybe I put a second coating on it when it's dry, but it doesn't look bad now, I think. Yeah, I just have to keep it like that so everything just flows a little bit into that direction, because otherwise it will look a little bit messed up. But I'm just gonna let it dry like that. Maybe I can put it somewhere, and maybe I'm gonna put a second coating on when it's done. So I'm just gonna close that so it doesn't dry out. All right, so let's put it upstairs to dry. Alright, so the first coating is done, and I'm gonna do now the second coating. So I'm just gonna dip it one more time into this stuff. So I'm just gonna leave it a little bit upside down to let it drip off, and after that I'm gonna put it upstairs again and turn it upside down again to let it rest overnight to dry. And tomorrow morning I will come back and I will test it. Hopefully this is going to work. I'm really looking forward to try this out, really. Alright, so it is the next morning now, and I'm really excited to try this out now. I hope this works. So I'm just gonna go upstairs, grab the microphone, and see what we can do. Alright, so here it is. This is how it looks like now. As you can see, it is properly sealed. I really hope that this works. Let's get the headphones. It doesn't sound bad. I think it's working. So at least the connectors are all good and I have signal. Now I'm gonna try how this actually sounds like. So this is first recording with my self-built hydrophone. Let's try it. So nice. It actually works. That's so cool. It actually works. And it also seems to be quite water resistant already. That's super nice. I love it. I love it. It worked. Alright, this has been a really fun video for me to make. I wanted to do that for a long time. I really hope that you enjoyed it as well. And also make sure to check out the video and the blog post from the guy that actually inspired me to do that, and the guide I used to actually build it. Now, if you want to get more of these videos of me just recording random stuff, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and also check out this video right here. It's also a video where I do some recordings with the AKG C411 contact microphone. Also a really fun microphone, and it's really worth watching. So check that out. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching.